This week, the multi-billion-dollar company run by Sam Bankman-Fried crashed. The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy Friday, with Bankman-Fried issuing a mea culpa on Twitter. The impact of the FTX collapse has been immediate and extensive.
We have breaking news. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the collapsed crypto venture FTX, has been arrested in the Bahamas.
From crypto king to criminal suspect, Sam Bankman-Fried's stunning fall has just gotten worse for him. This morning, federal authorities in New York are expected to unseal the indictment.
The FTX collapse is probably one of the largest scandals we have to deal in recent history. A company that was worth $32 billion not so long ago is now worth absolutely nothing. There's so much to unpack with the FTX story, but honestly, I'm not here to talk about FTX. I'm here to talk about Kevin OLeary and his involvement with FTX. Now, we all know Kevin OLeary. He's a public figure. He's one of the sharks on the Shark Tank, and we probably all heard him saying this to contenders.
Get back to why don't the big guys crush you like the cockroaches you are? A large food manufacturing branded company would crush you like a cockroach. It would be a slaughter fest for an investor. Turns out that the distributors that control this space get paid very well by the big brands. They get paid to crush cockroaches like you. I'm out. They would crush you like the colorful cockroaches you are. What stops somebody who actually knows how to make shirts and deliver them, do this and make a lot of money and crush you like the cockroach that you are?
Yep, too many cockroaches. Now, Kevin OLeary worth almost $500 million, and when he speaks, people just listen. I love Kevin OLeary. He has a lot of wisdom to go around. Now, this being said, his relationship with FTX has been really very questionable for me. Here's what he said when he actually became the spokesperson and partnership with the FTX not so long ago.
And Kevin, let's start with your deal with FTX. What was your thought process there, and why FTX US, and does it solve your compliance problems?
Yes, it does. I don't endorse products or services that I don't actually use. I eat my own cooking. I think that's important. I have been trying to solve this compliance issue with my own internal compliance department, my external auditors, and of course the regulators for quite some time now. The truth about crypto and the opportunity as well is that it really hasn't yet been adopted by large institutions the way people think. And the number one reason for that is not lack of interest. They want to allocate Bitcoin, Ethereum, et cetera, and many other tokens, coins, change, whatever, but they don't have the infrastructure to report into their systems. It's that simple. When you buy a stock or a bond, let's say you're running $1 billion mandate and you want to allocate 10% into a portfolio of crypto, that's $100 million. You don't download an app on your phone and do that. You have to have it built into the infrastructures that marks to market by the second, like a stock or bond does. Your compliance department can see your position every second. At the end of the day, reports it to your external auditors. They sign off on your statements, and it goes off to the regulator. There is no infrastructure for that yet. So FTX is the largest and has the most invested in building out what I call institutional grade compliance. So I've been able to do that. I've been able to structure a situation where I can manage now my own portfolio on an FTX, and I'm starting to build up from a 3% weighting up to 7% in my operating company by the end of the year, and I'm going to be using FTX to do it. So I feel very comfortable endorsing this product for what it does, provides as a service, and how it can help someone like me and thousands of other institutional players solve for this compliance problem. It boils down to, I get the best service, I get access, all that, but it's compliant. And that is what I have to care about first.
Okay, so Kevin OLeary done his due diligence. He decided that this is a really good platform, and this is why he is investing in it. And this is why he decided to become the spokesperson for the platform. And he's getting paid a lot for it. Okay, so did he really do his due diligence? Honestly, I'm not really sure. But why don't we hear from an expert, an insider who knows exactly what did Kevin OLeary really did? Let's hear from our expert.
When you made this arrangement, this is back in August 10th, 2021, you said the following. You said, to find crypto investment opportunities that met my own rigorous standards, that was your phrase, of compliance, I entered into this relationship with FTX. It has some of the best crypto exchange offerings I've seen on the market.
Yes.
Even that you were the spokesman and ambassador for this company.
Yes, because
what kind of diligence did you do? around this issue of compliance, given where we sit
well,
today?
I obviously know all the institutional investors in this deal. We all look like idiots. Let's put that on the table, okay? We relied on each other's due diligence, but we also relied on another investment theme that I felt drove a lot of interest in FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried is an American. His parents are American compliance lawyers. There were no other American large exchanges to invest in if you wanted to invest in crypto as an infrastructure play.
So Kevin OLeary did not really do his due diligence. Okay, all right. I mean, we all do mistakes, right? He made a mistake, he invested in a company, and his investment failed. And this is actually what all the media have been talking about. Kevin OLeary lost so much money investing in FTX. I feel really sorry for him. He lost a lot of money. But wait a minute, did he really? Well, let's hear from him. He was just in the Congress, and this is what he told the Congress about how much money he made.
In August of 2021, nearly 3 years after I started allocating capital to the crypto sector, I entered into an agreement with FTX to be a paid spokesperson. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services, plus approximately $3 million to cover the portion of the taxes due.
Okay, so Kevin got almost $15 million post-taxes. They already paid his taxes $3 million more, and he only lost almost $11 million. So he technically made $4 million, and he wrote off the remaining money probably in his taxes. He still came on top. So I'm not really sure why the media having this hype. Oh, Kevin OLeary lost a lot of money. No, he didn't. But this being said, I'm not really concerned about Kevin OLeary losing money or not. I'm really concerned about him being a public figure, coming in and recommending a platform, and somehow until today he seems to be very defensive about the platform. Let's hear from him in the congressional hearing. What did he say to the Congress about why FTX collapsed?
Binance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business.
So he's blaming Binance now for FTX collapse. Look, I heard it all. Some people claim FTX collapsed because of politics. Others claim because Binance were mean to them, and so on and so on. The truth is, the only reason FTX collapsed because they done a really terrible job managing their platform. They had $9 billion in liability, only $1 billion backing up this liability, and they done a terrible job managing their own investment. So the only person who we should be blaming for the FTX collapse is the FTX management. That's it. Now the thing that's really driving me crazy is Kevin, when he's talking, he talk about he losing money, he talking about he done a bad deal, he's talking about, hey, I did not take other investors' money and put it in the FTX. You know what Kevin is not talking about? He is not talking about how he misled the public by telling them this is a platform I trust, this is a platform I done my due diligence for, and you know what, I didn't do any of this. I just got paid and recommended the platform out of a thin air. This is what Kevin OLeary is not saying, and honestly I'm really disappointed at him. He should actually come in and apologize to the public. Look, Kevin OLeary is not just another celebrity, right? He is not, you know, an entertainer when he come and say, oh, this is a great deal and people believe him. No, he is an expert in finance. This is why the Congress is inviting him to talk about crypto, right? So they are looking at him as a financial expert. And look, we all see this about Kevin OLeary. We think he is, you know, a genius. He know what he's doing. This is how he made almost $500 million. This is why people listen to him. This is why he has millions of followers on social media. So when he come in and say, hey, I just made a bad deal. No, you didn't. Now, where I'm standing right now, I think the SEC and FTC should investigate Kevin OLeary for his endorsement because he doesn't see he done anything wrong, right? The only thing he's doing so far, he's still defending for some reason the FTX. Again, I don't get it. You screwed up, right? You made a recommendation, you claim you done your own due diligence, people believe you. When you talk, people are listening to you, right? Look, FTX did not pay him almost $18 million just because, oh, he looks good on picture. They paid him this money because they understand when he go out and endorse the FTX, people will trust the FTX. People will put more money. And look, FTX sponsored so much people, right? They done it for YouTuber. I did not get any money, just to be very clear. I have nothing to do with the FTX. I did not endorse this company. But they did for a lot of YouTubers. And look, I understand. A lot of these YouTubers got in, thought it is a good idea, and they went ahead and endorsed the product. And look, I think they should all come out and apologize if they did not do their own due diligence. But this being said, every other person coming in and talking about the FTX, is one thing, and then we have a public figure like Kevin OLeary, which people really look up to, come in and endorse the product is a huge different situation. Now I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think about what's going on right now with FTX and Kevin OLeary? Feel free to go ahead and share your opinion down in the comment section. I will probably cover the FTX one more time next year as more of this story continue to unfold.